dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
In grade 6, welcome to this week. It's a new week. We are going to have our English lesson. My name is Teacher Moses for those who are watching on YouTube. And this is Amano Boarding and Day School, grade 6 English. Today we are going to learn about the past continuous tense. The past continuous tense. What do we need to know for us to learn the past continuous tense? We need to learn the ing form of verbs. Ing form of verbs, which is called gerund. The ing form of words, which is very easy. We started learning this since we were in grade 1. For example, we like the word boil. We were told to make it, but we add ing like that. Play, playing. The other thing that we need to learn, to remember for us to learn about the past continuous tense is helping verbs. The helping verbs. Helping verbs, not all of them. We just need to remember was and were. Remember, was is past tense of is, and were is past tense of are, the plural. This is plural and this is singular. Good. Back to the lesson. Now, our objective for today, what do we need to learn today? We need to, the learner should be able to define the past continuous tense and use it correctly in writing and speaking. Definition. The past continuous, also called past progressive. Remember, progressive means continuing, progressive. It is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing past action was happening at a specific moment of interruption, or that two ongoing actions were happening at the same time. Good. Now, the forms. The forms of the past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is formed using was and were. That is why we did a recap on that. Was and were, and a present participle. Present participle is just ing. It's ing. Okay? Questions are indicated by inverting the subject, and was, were. Negatives are made with not. All the time, negatives are made with not. So, for example, a statement which is positive or affirmative: you were studying when she called. A question: were you studying when she called? And negative: you were not studying when she called. So this is negative, this is a question, interrogative, and the first one is affirmative. Now, we are going to learn the functions of the past participle tense. But before that, I would like us to watch a very short video.
It was 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody in the town was doing their own work. But suddenly, a car crashed into a tree. Everybody shared this news with other people, they said. When the accident happened, I was doing my homework. I was playing my guitar. We were having a great party. I was looking around. I was repairing my car. I was waiting for my friend and reading the newspaper. I was working in my office. I was mending the roof. We were learning English. I was playing my flute. I was making a phone call.
Very good. Very good. Now, the past continuous tense uses. Number one, it is used to show interrupted action in the past. An action that was continuing to happen in the past, then it was stopped or interrupted by something, by another, maybe another action. But it is something, an action that was continuing in the past, then it was interrupted or it was stopped. So I use the past continuous tense to indicate that a longer action in the past was interrupted. Actually, a longer action, maybe something you were doing for a long time, then it was interrupted. And we're going to check the examples. Number one, I was watching TV when she called. So this is longer action. Watching TV, then someone called. So watching TV was interrupted. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. So again, the phone, it interrupted what she was doing, which was writing a letter. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. What were you doing when the earthquake started? I was listening to my iPod, so I couldn't hear the fire alarm. You were not listening to me when I told you to turn the oven off. Very good. Now, next usage. The next use, specific time as an interruption. Remember, the first one is a longer action that was taking place, then it was interrupted by a shorter one. But this one, it shows the specific time when the interruption took place. For example, last night at 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. You see, I was eating dinner, so we are told the exact time. Exact time. At midnight, we were still driving through the desert. Yesterday at night, I was sitting at my desk at work. You need to remember this. It's important. In the simple past, a specific time is used to show when an action began or finished. In the past continuous, a specific time only interrupts the action. Last night at 6 p.m. I ate dinner. So there was that interruption. Now, the next one, it is used to show two actions that were two actions in the same sentence. It expresses the idea that both actions were happening at the same time. So this is another usage. Two actions that were happening at the same time in the past. Parallel actions. Parallel means happening at the same time. So let's check the examples. This is very easy. Two actions that were continuing to happen in the past. I was studying while he was making dinner. While Ellen was reading, Tim was watching television. Were you listening while he was talking? I wasn't paying attention while I wasn't paying attention while I was writing the letter, so I made several mistakes. What were you doing while you were writing? What were you doing while you were writing? So you can see two actions were actually happening at parallel, at the same time. The next usage is to show the atmosphere. Past continuous tense could show the atmosphere of a place. Atmosphere means like what is the mood in that place, what's happening in that particular place or at that particular time. So let's check the example. It will be easier for you if you check the example. Look at this. When I walked into the office, several people were busily typing. Some were talking on the phones. The boss was yelling, directing, and customers were waiting to be helped. One customer was yelling at the secretary and waving his hands. Others were complaining to each other about the bad service. So, what was the mood? The mood in that place was tense, there was tension, it was noisy and full of confusion. So that is mood, or the atmosphere. So the past continuous, you can see, were waiting, was yelling, were complaining, were busily typing, were talking, was yelling. All those are in past continuous tense. The next one, the fifth one, which is the last usage of the past continuous tense, is repetition and irritation with always. So remember, this is the past, present, and future. So the past continuous with words such as always or constantly expresses the idea that something irritating or shocking often happened in the past. The concept is very similar to the expression used to, but with negative emotion, remember to put the word always or constantly between be and the verb with ing. For example, she was always coming to class late. You see, that is something irritating because she's coming to class when it is late, and maybe the teacher is already teaching, she's disrupting. That is irritating. He was constantly talking. He annoyed everyone. That again shows irritation. I didn't like them because they were always complaining. Again, an irritating situation. Now practice. We're going to do practice for these, at least number 1, 2, 3. Then you will find this is how you will do the assignment that will be posted today, and make sure that you do all the questions and submit. So I'm going to just help you to do maybe number 1 and 2 so that it will be easier for you to do the assignment that is posted on your account. Belinda, now complete the sentence, the following sentences using past continuous tense. Belinda dash sleep when we came home. So, was sleeping, because we said we use the verb was or were and the main verb with ing or present participle. She, number 2, this is a question, so you must make sure that it is a question because there is a question mark. Were you dancing? So, were you dancing? Were you dancing? It is a question, so it is in the past, so we use were. Very good. Now the assignment is there, but it is also posted. You're going to do it. Don't forget to do your assignment. So I think that is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for following, and I'm glad that you had me today, and please take care of yourselves.